John, what was the primary reason you came to William Jewell College?
Well, I came here because of the stellar academics, like it says on my profile, and the great swim team. And I actually chose this over many D1 schools because it just got to me. And through my search, this was the last one that I looked at, and I really enjoyed it. It just got me a certain way, and I chose to come here because of that reason.
You're listed as a biochem major, right?
Yes.
And what are your prospects? What do you want to do when you get out of school?
Well, in light of the recent election, I have changed from wanting to be an orthopedic surgeon to actually going into health policy and advocating for, I guess, healthcare within our country, because I feel like I can make a bigger difference on that level than just on the clinical level.
So you want to be more of an administrator than an actual practicing physician?
Correct.
You have to be a doctor to do that?
You do, actually. I didn't know that, but my talk with my pre-med advisor opened that up to me, and she said, yeah, you actually do have to kind of have that past to know what you're doing. Although it deals with the body, you still have to say, I'm a doctor. I kind of have an idea of how health policy runs.
Let's talk about swimming for a little bit after that. And are you more of a sprinter than a long-distance guy? It kind of seems like you might be based on what you did in high school.
Well, I came in here, I was recruited for sprinting, the 50, the 100, and the 200 free. But Coach made a move on me and decided to put me in the 500 free recently. Yeah. And I did much better than I thought I would. So he's kind of moving me away from the 50 and the 100 into more the 200 and the 500. So I want to be a sprinter. Everyone wants to be a sprinter because
really?
You get to swim short.
Right.
You get to swim short distances. But, I'll just do what I'm best at. And if he wants me to do the 500 and if he thinks that's what I'm best at, then I'll do that.
Can you explain what the difference is between being a sprinter and maybe a longer distance guy?
Well, for practice, in sprinting, you do short, fast stuff, like 25s, 50s, maybe 100s at the most.
Okay.
And you do lots of reps, lots of fast swimming, and that's probably the best part about being a sprinter, because you're always swimming fast. You always get to feel like you're racing in a meet. But for distance swimmers, you do hundreds, you do 200s, sometimes more than that, and it just kind of feels like you get dragged out in practice. But in the end, it's what is going to help you the most if you do what you're best at, or you practice what you're best at. And so I'm okay with it, and I think that's great, because I just want to do what I can for the team and help the team the most.
Well, give me a little bit of a scouting report on you as a swimmer. What is the thing you're best at?
Right now, definitely the 200 free.
Okay.
So I actually came in here with a 1:44 as a best time, and we went to the jury meet untapered, unshaved, and I went a 1:45. And Coach had actually wanted me to go 1:45 at our Chicago meet, which we were actually going to taper a little bit for. So just the training difference in college has improved what I see as my best event tremendously. And when we went to Chicago, I went a 1:43, and that's a lifetime best for me.
Right.
And we haven't even shaved or fully tapered.
John, I doubt that people know what kind of training, what training is like for the swim team here. Can you take us through maybe a typical day of when you practice and how much schoolwork you have and all of that?
So, okay, a typical day for me, I get up about 4:55. I do my thing, brush my teeth, get ready, get an extra set of clothes. I head down to the pool, get ready. And on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we'll lift weights in the morning. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll swim for an hour and a half. And
starting at 5:30?
At 5:30.
5:30, okay.
And so we do the workout, and it just kills you every day. And so on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I actually have a 7:45, so I go to that class. I try to stay awake. I drink a lot of coffee.
Right.
And then right after that class, I go to the PLC, and I just take a nap on the couch. I just find a couch, take a back cushion from a chair, and fall asleep. And then I have 2 more classes right after that, and I have to find time to eat lunch in there, which usually is only like 20 minutes.
Right.
And then right after those classes, I go straight back to the pool. And I swim for an hour and 45 minutes, and it's tough. Like, there's literally no break other than the nap, of course, from morning practice to afternoon practice.
Right.
And then after practice, I'll usually go to dinner, and then after that, I stay up till about 11 or 12 just doing homework every night.
Wow, that's an incredible schedule.
It's brutal, but I'm getting used to it.
Transition, high school to college, how difficult?
Well, I think for Jewel, it's been a lot more difficult than it would be if I went to a big University of Arkansas, like where I'm from, because I know Jewel challenges its students to an extent that other schools don't.
Right.
So I think the fact, because I was slightly challenged in high school, but everyone drops off in high school. You get that senioritis.
Right.
And so just coming here and having so much constant work, got to stay on the ball even with swimming when I'm gone out of town. I got to keep up with the lectures I miss. It just feels like a game of catch up. But even when you're there, you don't feel like you're there. So you always feel like you have to do more.
Right.
But it's working. I'm getting it down. We'll see how it goes next semester, second semester of freshman year. And I think I'll have it down by then.
Well, we wish you the best, not only in the pool but in the classroom too.
Thank you.
Thanks for visiting with us. We'll be back with more in a moment.